Pregnancy. We have already learnt about the implantation where we understood about the trophoblast and also the innermost mast cell. L- After implantation, the trophoblast forms finger-like projections called as chronic villi surrounded by the uterine tissue and the maternal blood. Let's say this is the layer of the uterus. This is the layer of the uterus. Here the structure of trophoblast. Here this is the structure of trophoblast and innermost cells are present here. Here the trophoblast and innermost mass is attached. This structure we used to get integrate with the uterine tissue. This structure gets integrate with the uterine tissue, that is the interaction takes place. To integrate with the uterine tissue, the trophoblast forms finger-like projections called as chronic villi. For the interaction, the trophoblast forms the finger-like projections called as chronic villi after the process of implantation. Okay. Why it is attached? What is the use of attachment? What is the use of attachment of a chronic villi to the what is the attachment? Why it is attached chronic villi? Because fetus is not having appropriate nutrition. The growing fetus will not be having appropriate nutrition. Obviously, when it is in a womb for a 9 months, it will be in a womb for 9 months in one place. So it requires nutrition. For nutrition taking connection. So the connection is formed with the help of a finger-like projections known as villi, chronic villi. The chronic villi and the uterine tissue get integrated to form the placenta, which helps in supplying the developing embryo with oxygen and nutrition and is also involved in the removal of waste. We have already heard the name placenta. In the last year, we have learnt about the placenta. This placenta will help in supplying the oxygen and nutrients to requirements, that is oxygen and nutrients to the developing embryo. It will help in supplying oxygen and nutrients to the developing embryo. It also mainly helps in the removal of waste. The developing embryo mainly requires two things. It requires two things, that is food and oxygen. This is transported by the placenta. Now placenta gave food and oxygen to fetus. Placenta gave food and oxygen to the fetus. So fetus will also give something to placenta, that is excretory products. It will give excretory products. All right. Other than transportation of food, placenta also plays very important role in a endocrine role. The placenta is also connected to the embryo by the umbilical cord. The placenta acts as an endocrine gland and produces the human chronic gonadotrophins, human placental lactogen, and estrogen, progesterone, and relaxin later stages of the pregnancy. Other than the transportation of the food and oxygen, placenta also plays very important endocrine role. Endocrine simply means forming different types of hormones. It produces hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, human chronic gonadotrophins, human placental lactogen, relaxin in the later stages of the pregnancy. These hormones supports the fetal growth. It mainly supports in the growth of the fetal and also helps in the maintenance of the pregnancy. These hormones support the fetal growth and also help in the maintenance of the pregnancy. Hormones like estrogen, progesterone, cortisol and prolactin are increased several folds in the maternal blood. These hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, cortisol and prolactin are very high in concentration, that is maternal blood during pregnancy. High mother blood is produced to these hormones during this pregnancy. All these hormones are responsible for the maintenance, metabolism and growth of the fetus. Immediately after implantation, the inner cell mass embryo gets differentiated into the ectoderm, mesoderm and the endoderm, which give rise to the different tissues. Now the inner cell mass is the future embryo. It is the future embryo. The trophoblast will be important for the attachment, but the inner cell mass gets differentiated into ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, which will give rise to different types of tissues, such as which will help in the nervous system, digestive system and excretory system, etc. There are some stem cells in the inner mast cells which are very important. These stem cells can be converted into any other cells. It can be converted into any other cells. They have power to convert to other cell. So they are called as multipotent cells. This ability of the inner cell mass is due to the presence of multipotent cells called as stem cells. Due to the presence of the stem cells, it can be converted into ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, which will give rise to the different types of tissues. There are lots of cells called as neuropotent, multipotent, unipotent, totipotent, etc. formed by the stem cells. Most of the major organs are formed at the end of 12 weeks of pregnancy. We know that the embryonic development takes place the time period of 9 months. It mainly takes place for the 9 months. These 9 months play very important role in the development of the embryo. What happens basically in these 9 months is, during the first month heart is formed. And second month limbs, and some third month organ system, limbs, external genitalia are formed. During the 5th month, the limbs and body hair are formed. By the 24th week, the eyelids get separated and eyelashes are formed. At the 24th week, eyelids get separated and eyelashes are formed. At the end of 9 months, the fetus is fully formed. At the end of the 9 months, baby is formed, that is fetus is formed.